This is the third Beis Hamikdash. We will get it when Mashiach comes. It will come down from the sky, already built, so a few last finishing touches and Mashiach will put in. We know how it looked because Yechezkel had a nevuah describing exactly how it looked. He had this nevuah 14 years after the Churban on Yom Kippur. So he had the Harabayas. It will be on a very tall mountain. It will be 3,000 amas long and 3,000 amas wide. Around it, you will have a Migdash, empty space, 50 amas wide. The walls of the Harabayas will be 6 amas tall and 6 amas thick. Then you have the gates. There will be 5 gates like in the second Beis Hamikdash, 1 in the east, 2 in the south, 1 in the north, and 1 in the west. In the future, all shuls will be transported and brought to the Harabayas next to the Beis Hamikdash, which is why the Harabayas has to be so big. So then you have the Chel, which is the space between the Azara and there's this Nashim, the Beis Hamikdash, and the Seidig. The little fence surrounding it, which has a higher level of Glusha than the Harabayas. So you have the Ezes Nashim, the courtyards as it's called. It will be 324 amas wide from north to south and 329 from east to west. It will go on all 4 sides of the Azara, not just in the east like it was in Beis Sheni. Or Beis Rishon, it will be in Beis Rishon, it will be on all 4 sides. There will be 3 gates, 1 in the Mizrach, the east, 1 in the south, and 1 in the north. These gates will have steps leading up. In the east, they will have 12 steps. In the north and south, there will be 7 steps. So you have the actual gate. The wall of the Azara, as its Nashim, is 6 amas thick, so that's how thick the doorway. Actual gate, the gate is 10 amas wide and 50 amas tall. Then on each side of the gate, you have 3 small rooms. These rooms are 6 amas square. They have windows that are narrow on the inside and wide on the outside. So you have 3 of these on each side. They're not right by the gate. They are each 2.5 amas away from the actual gate. Then the walls of the are 5 amas thick. So the whole measuring from beginning of the wall of the first right after the space of the top, which actually this will be high on, like be a kind of entrance way. So from one end to the other, that's 25 amas wide. Then inside the gate, you will have an ulam, be 13 amas wide. The walls will be 8 amas long and 6 amas thick. It will also have windows. And after that, you have columns that are 2 amas thick, 6 amas wide, so they cover the whole wall of the ulam. Top of it, you have capitals looking like palm trees. These might be the golden trees that will have golden fruit when Mashiach comes, similar to how there was in the first Beis Hamikdash. By the gate, you have 2 sets of doors, one by the actual gate itself, and one by the end of the ulam. Going into the Ezes Nashim, you have a balcony on all along, on all 4 sides. There will be 30 lishkas in this balcony. These will be offices, apartments. Hanan says the base diras, that's apartments, places to live. So you have 30 of them. In the 4 corners of the Ezes Nashim, you have 4 unroofed lishkas. There they will cook the kashim kalim that anyone can eat. They will be cooked in here. So you have like a shelf coming out of the wall. You have holes in it. You put a pot on top, and you have the fire lit on bottom. Also, these will be used same thing as the Beis Sheni. So the southeast one will be lishkas and nizirim. Nizirim will cook karbanis. The southwest one would be lishkas yain v'shemen, lishkas b'shmanya. So you have the wine, the oil, the flour kept there. The northwest one would be lishkas mitziram. So you have a mikvah for the mitziram there. And the northeast one will be lishkas eitzim. The kohanim will check the wood to make sure there's no worms in them. The space between the wall of the Ezes Nashim, the wall of the Azara, so that square is 100 amas long. So you have the Azara, It also has 3 gates. It will be 100 amas by 100 amas, and the wall is 6 amas thick. So it also has gates, the east, the north, the south. These gates are facing the walls of the Ezras Nashim, the gates of the Ezras Nashim. The ulamis, in fact, will not be inside, like by the Ezras Nashim, they'll be taken outside, so that all the ulamis and the Ezras Nashim gives it a nice look. Besides for that, these gates will have 8 steps by them. Besides that, they're all the same time, same dimensions, same everything. Next to the east gate, you have a lishka, which is the door facing the north. It will be a lishka for the kohanim. Built into the wall, you'll have ulamis, rooms. Each one will be 25 amas long and 5 amas wide. They'll have windows, they'll have pillars, support them, sticking out of the wall. They have wooden door frames and doors that are covered with gold. Then you have 17 amas. The first 17 amas is the Ezras Yisrael. The next 17 is Ezras Kohanim, where the Kohanim go. In between them you have the Duchen, as it's called Yechezkel Hagdaras Hagina, which is, there's this 4 steps, the Leviim sing on. The bottom steps 1 amma tall, other ones are each 3 amas tall. Then you have the south gate of the Azara, and you have the north gate. Next to the north gate, you have a few more lishkes. You have the Beis Hamikdash, where you cut up, wash the karbanis. You have the pillars there, where you hang the karbanis. The pillars there where you hang the karbanis. You have tables, each one 1.5 by 1.5 amas, 1 amma tall. So you can put things down, put the meat down. You have a bunch of hooks in the pillars and in the wall. These hooks are each a tefach thick. Then you have 2 lishkes on the sides of the gate, with the doors of these lishkes facing the south. These will be where the Leviim will keep the musical instruments. Inside the northern gate itself, that will be the area where you will shecht karbanis. It has the same kedusha as the Azara. So you have 4 tables in the top, in the space between the top, and 4 tables on bottom, the space between in the ulam. That's where they will shecht the karbanis, put things on the table when they need to. Then you have the mizbeach, the center of the Azara. We have the bottom, the Yesod, which will be 2 amas tall, and then it will go in 1 amma. Well, that will be a 5 tefach amas or 6 tefach amma. You have 4 amas, it rises higher, and then you have the soivev, which also goes in a 5 tefach amma. The Yesod, the height of the Yesod, also one of the amas is 5 tefach, one of it is 6 tefach amma. You have the corners, you sprinkle the blood. You have the chut sikra, the red line going around. Then you have the top with 3 amas tall. The top, and then you have the corners, the kronis, the horns, as they're called. In the corners of the mizbeach, there will be amma by amma by amma. It's 5 tefach amma of the height. Then you have the outer 2 amas, the amma of the kronis, and the next amma, the place where the kohanim will walk. In the mizbeach, if you include this, it is 28 by 28 amas, the top. You measure from the middle to each quarter. It's 14 amas. Then, not including this 2 amma walk space, it's 24 amas or 12 amas. Altogether, including the Yesod and the Seiv, is 32 by 32 amas. You have the fires. You have the main fire for burning karbanis. Second fire to get the coals for the courtyards. And a third fire to make sure there's always a fire in the mizbeach. Then you have the tapuach, the pile of ashes in the middle of the mizbeach. You have salt. You have 2 cups for the nesachim. Pour the wine, the oil, the wine and the water in. The water is only on sukkahs. Then you have the ramp in the south. And so when one goes up the ramp, since everyone has turned to your right, you have to turn to your east. So the ramp is a direction that when you go up, you have to turn to the east. So you have 2 smaller ramps. One going up to the Seiv on the right. Then one going down from the Seiv on the left. You have other things. You have different kalim, 2 tables, different kalim. You have the kiyar, a muchnit, put it in the water. The space between the mizbeach and the wall of the heichel is also double the Ezras Yisrael. So it's the same as much as the Yisrael as it came together. So that is, they're each 17, so this will be 34. So that is the Azara.